everybody, it's Brandon Soriano here in the back room of Norman's Rare Guitars for an all-new episode of Guitar of the Day.
Woo!
Oh yeah. Today is Thursday, and usually at the shop that means Thumpin' Thursday, but today, today is something else. I don't really know what to call it. I was trying to think of a fun alliteration name for this.
No, it's okay. We don't need one. We don't need one.
Yeah, it doesn't need to alliterate when you have a cool guitar, right? And this is something we don't do very often, actually really rarely. And if Mark Agnesi was still here, I'm sure he'd be making fun of me right now for it. But today, we have a classical guitar. Whoa! In this case, from 1974, is a Masaru Kohno number 10.
Wow.
Yeah, so Masaru Kohno is a very well-known Japanese classical guitar builder. And surprisingly, I didn't know that much about him until we got this guitar in. So he lived from the 20s until 1998. I think like 1926 maybe is when he was born. And he graduated from the Tokyo School of Arts and Crafts in Woodworking. Think, maybe sometime around the 40s. And then in the 1960s, he moved to Spain and started learning the art of guitar building. 1967, 68, he moved back to Japan, a guitar builder now, fully realized, and he started making his guitars, which were models, it was like number 1 through number 10, sort of be the models he would do, and this is a number 10. This guitar is from 1974, and for a 74 classical, it's aged really well. It's in really nice shape. And surprisingly little wear. There are a couple of spots. There's a little wear right there, a little wear down there, just little spots all around it, and then up here on the headstock, a little spot right there. But overall, I'd say this thing is in stunning shape. Something cool about classical guitars is that they tend to use cedar tops, whereas what we usually show on the show, like Martin steel string guitars, things like that, most of those have Sitka tops. Cedar is a little bit darker in color, and it also has a warmer sound, so really great for classical instruments. Back and sides of this, that's rosewood.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
Nice rosewood, man. To be honest with you, I don't have paperwork telling me the exact type of rosewood, so I don't want to go guessing, but being in 1974, I'm not sure if it would be Brazilian, just because, that's after a lot of people stopped using Brazilian, but I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comments if you're an expert with the Kohno guitars. Like I said, not the type of thing that we get in very often. Really beautiful work on the rosette. If you look at that, all of that design work there, it's so intricate. And it's really well done all the way around the guitar too. You get little intricate aesthetic pieces kind of all around. Looks like an ebony board, and you can check out the back of the neck there. Slot head. Look at that engraving too on these tuners. Just a really gorgeous piece. We have it with this black hard shell case. I believe it's the original. It says made in Japan on that center pocket there. And you even get a couple of strings in here. I don't know. I don't think these are from the 70s, but never know when you need some extra strings. And there was one really interesting piece that's with this guitar. Never quite seen something like this before, if I can get it out, but this, you ready for this? Look at this thing. It's like a full-size blueprint of the guitar, which I've never seen. That's just crazy. Like top view looking from above, and then on the back you get all these others showing you all of the bracing, all the different parts on the guitar. I have no idea if this is original, if it came with it this way or what, but it just keeps going, man. It shows all of the setup, height adjustments, how many millimeters everything should be. Over here it actually looks like it's listing all of the scale lengths and woods and everything, and so this is kind of a cool thing that you could dive into if you get your hands on this one. But of course, the main thing to showcase is the sound of the guitar, and man, this one sounds really, really great. Again, when I first started working here, a little story time, it was about 5 years ago, and this was my part-time job while I was studying music in college, and I was a classical guitarist, classical guitar major. And Mark Agnesi made so much fun of me for that. Lighthearted fun, we're friends. But, he'd love to talk about the whole, at least I don't need a footstool to play my instrument, that kind of stuff. Anyway, Mark, now I'm hosting Guitar of the Day. So here we go. Let's just play through a couple of things. sleeve pieces here. Alternate version. Cool. Let's do a little bit of one more thing here. Cool little sound sample on this thing. A real quick note before we end that the telltale sign of a great classical is the tonal variety that you get out of it. And this thing, if you go from your brightest sound all the way to your warmest sounds, it's just all that range is in there. It's a really, really well-built guitar. Again, from 1974, it's a Masaru Kohno number 10, and it's available right here at Norman's Rare Guitars. Check us out online at normansrareguitars.com. We're on Reverb, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I'll practice the ending to Lagrimo next time. Sorry, Todd. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.
Bye. That was awesome.